Hi, my name is Nick Beeman. This is my GRI 201 individual video project. So I'm going to be covering my identity and also a course eval and how like the course affected my life and what I've learned from it. So I'm going to start with the course eval. So this class was a shock to me, actually, like a culture shock. I've never been exposed to so much like freedom of speech, I would say. Like, nobody really had a problem with um, being offended in the class, I guess I should say, of like what other kids were saying. Everybody really respected each other and took what each other was saying, like, responsibly, I guess is the word. But back to the class. So the first day, Jody mentioned something about the color line and how it impacts our life daily, everyone's lives daily. And he also mentioned something um, about white and non-white space. And when I first heard about this, I thought it was like um, the kind of friends you had, like certain places where it had more black people or Hispanic people or more white people, Asian people. But as we covered the subject more, I came to realize that it wasn't about um, where people are, but like what you can say and do in certain spaces and around certain people. For example, like act one way you do with your friends, and then you act a different way with your parents because you don't have the same relationship or bond that you do between each other. And then there were some special guests that came into the class that covered many identities and many genders across the spectrum. But one that stood out the most to me was one of the Muslim speakers, Joheda. She came in um, I forget when it was, but it was towards the end of the semester, and she came in wearing a full hijab with the face scarf. I forget what they call it, but I had never seen that before. I've seen the hijab, but I've never seen the someone wearing the face thing to cover up everything but their eyes. So that really shocked me. But all the experiences that she talked about and things that she went through during her life being a Muslim, a female Muslim, and then making the transition to America. She talked about some things that happen around campus and then off of campus too, and she mentioned receiving many racial slurs from primarily white people, and that the hate from the white community was stronger than any other race. And that really affected me because I think I'm a caring person, and I really look at everybody the same, and just you just got to be a good person, and that's good. You shouldn't judge people on what they look like. And so I'm gonna continue on with my identity. So I'm straight white male, as you can tell. Um, and so there's ups and downs to being a white male. I see in my everyday life. Um, Most of the judgment is that I'm racist, and having the white president and the recent events like Charlottesville, and then even here on campus with the police officer, um, with the pulling over the suspect and telling him he'd shoot him if he came close or whatever, and then the Colin Kaepernick police officer incident where a police officer on campus dressed up as Colin Kaepernick for Halloween, which was so far out of the way. Like, that wasn't necessary. That was so grimy. And but and then to our president, Donald Trump, everybody thinks that, well, it seems that a lot of the people that I know that are people of color, like black people, Hispanic people, Asian people, um, many Native Americans, a lot of them think that since the president is white and he's openly racist and discriminatory against many different people, that also he stands for all white people, and that is not true. I'm telling you, he doesn't stand for me or probably a lot of the white people in this country, and it just sucks that I wouldn't say stereotype, but aspect is related with white culture. And so back again to the white and non-white space. This really was a shock for me because I never grew up around a lot of white people. It was primarily black people and Hispanic people were the predominant races from where I was. And so hearing about all this white supremacy and all these other movements and things white people are doing is really new to me because I never experienced it before coming here to UNR and being in this class. So I guess this class is like really opening a door to a whole new world for me, um, in the fact of what my identity and how I see myself and what I think of other people as. So that was my